Yeah, you know the weirdest thing about this movie is that you have both Dumbledore and Darth Sidious co-starring in it. It's so weird.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Will. And as you can tell, if you're looking at a calendar, depending on when you're watching this video, it is the month of October, which is most notable for two reasons. It's my birthday month, and it's Halloween. So since we are entering spooky season, I figured I'd take a look at a couple supernatural suspense and horror type movies. Not a big horror guy, but I figured I'd try... Not a big horror guy, but I figured I'd try something a little different. So for today's retro review, I am revisiting one of Tim Burton's, I don't know if it's really held in a high regard, but it's actually one I really enjoy, Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow stars Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci, and this came out in 1995. Now, Tim Burton is known for his style of gothic horror, or yeah, say gothic horror. Gothic horror. Let's stick with gothic horror. So, most people know Tim Burton from the Edward Scissorhand, Ed Wood, Corpse Bride, Frankenweenie, both of the original live action Batman movies, and Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd is another one that I actually haven't seen in a long time. Epic foreshadowing, who knows? But Sleepy Hollow is based off of the legend of Sleepy Hollow, which revolves around the mythical creature known as the Headless Horseman. This is a horseman who is headless, it's in the name, and he goes around chopping people's heads off. So in the movie, Johnny Depp portrayed Ichabod Crane, who is a investigator who is sent to the small town of Sleepy Hollow to uncover the mysterious beheadings of its residents, and discovers the legend of the Headless Horseman and is there to try to solve the mystery of it. Why is he killing, or is he killing for someone? Spoiler alert, he is. So I will say I do like Sleepy Hollow. If you're not big on horror, it's not like super scary horror, but it's also... It doesn't shy away from blood. And that's one of the elements of the movie that I really like. The way the movie is shot, it's shot very monotone, kind of black and whitish, which Tim Burton has done a few movies like that. And Sleepy Hollow, I think, does it really well. Then, because it allows for when the horseman does his killings, you get a gorgeous red blood splatter, which isn't grotesque. It's not gratuitous blood splatter, but it's really cool gothic elements that go into the entire movie. There's a scene when they discover the horseman's resting place, and there's this tree, and inside the tree is all the decapitated heads. It's really cool from a production standpoint. If you're squeamish on blood, I don't know if you would or would not like that. I like the design of the movie a lot. I actually like Johnny Depp's performance, and I think he has a really good relationship in the movie with Christina Ricci's character. There are questions I have in terms of the age ranges. I know the actors there's a considerable age range, but everyone's over 18. But the characters seem to get along really well. Christina Ricci, who played Wednesday Addams, before this, I think it was before this, she was Wednesday, and the Addams Family movies. She doesn't have a lot of emotional range in the movie, and I'm assuming that's just for the character, or this just could be Christina Ricci herself. But I did like her performance. I really like Johnny Depp in the movie. He always plays pale, quirky, awkward characters really well, and this is just another example of a good character that I don't think really gets talked about. I know when people mention Tim Burton, they usually go rather to Batman or Edward Scissorhands. Usually, I really like Sleepy Hollow. I thought it had really great, I'll say KOs, but it had really great death scenes. I thought the Horseman character was menacing and terrifying, but there were like little elements of levity throughout the movie that didn't make it super dark, but it was a dark movie. That time in, I guess, American history was right around like the Salem witch trials and stuff like that, so religion was not the best thing, and I like that Burton he played up a lot of that into Ichabod's backstory as to why he is more driven by science and fact and knowledge. And you kind of get that through a couple flashbacks leading up towards the third act. The mystery of who's responsible and stuff like that, I thought was woven throughout the story really well. It's not something easily discovered. You don't really get all the pieces until the end, which is always a sign of a good mystery. Overall, I thought Sleepy Hollow is a really good kind of gothic horror movie. It's not like monster horror, even though the Headless Horseman could be deemed kind of like a monstrous character. The Horseman is a puppet in the movie. It's not really its own driving force. The person responsible steals the skull, and that's how they use it to murder victims. This movie's almost 20 years old. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it, but it's a fun movie. I would check it out, even just to see Johnny Depp be kind of quirky. If you like Tim Burton's movie style, this is one that I think most people should have seen already. It's not one that I don't hear it talked about a lot in terms of like Tim Burton's like good movies. It's not a bad movie. I think the story is one of it's in terms of like mythic stories. I always like the Headless Horseman tale. I'm also big on Edgar Allan Poe's works as well, so it follows that sort of gothic horror, and that's kind of why I like Sleepy Hollow a lot. Sweeney Todd's another good one. I may visit Sweeney Todd as well. I think Sleepy Hollow is a lot of fun. It's definitely rated R. It's definitely got the blood if you're into the blood. A lot of good practical effects too. That's something else. I when I was researching the movie before doing this review, I actually won an Academy Award for production design. It's not heavy on CG. The sets are all alive and you're there. They're obviously like on a set. It's really well done. It's really well done. I think the choice of color and using the black and white and the red and certain scenes really made the red pop. So when you really got that sort of that fatality going on with it, I'm sorry, I'm throwing Mortal Kombat references out, but when you get that sort of element in there, it really, from a visual standpoint, really makes it pop, and it looks very cool. I think Johnny Depp did a really good job as Ichabod Crane. You can kind of relate to the character from having such a kind of a tragic past to really finding his own footing. Yes, is he a coward? Yes, is he is extremely awkward, but is that Johnny Depp, or is that really just the character on screen? So Sleepy Hollow 1999 definitely is worth a watch if you've never seen it. It's not necessarily one of Tim Burton's greatest movies, but it's definitely a good movie. It's definitely one of his better ones. I definitely say check it out. It's before Johnny Depp kind of got to Johnny Deppy. It was like right after Edward Scissorhands and Ed Wood, but before Pirates of the Caribbean. So if that gives you a good time frame of it, there you go. So Sleepy Hollow, have you seen it? If you have, comment down below. Let me know some of your thoughts on the movie, if you really like the movie. And if you are a fan of Tim Burton, where does Sleepy Hollow rank on your list of Tim Burton movies? I'd say it's about middle of the road, maybe like number 4, number 5 for me. But where does it rank for you? Maybe it's at the bottom of your list. Maybe it's higher on your list. Who knows? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much for watching this and all my videos. Hopefully you are having a safe Halloween season. Trick-or-treating is going to be a little different this year, obviously. Probably not going to any parties, but we can all sit around and maybe watch some spooky movies. You can follow me on all the social medias listed at the end of this video. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And as always, until next time, I'll catch you later. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you did like this video, why not give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends? You can subscribe to the channel by clicking on my gorgeous little face right over there. You can follow me on all the various social media platforms right below. And last but certainly not least, if you've got a few extra minutes, why not check out one of the lovely videos floating right over here. Later.